Sweden versus Norway. We're going to take a look at some highlights here from the first half of our game here in the second end. And it was building up at one point to be a bundle for Team Sweden.
Yeah, Stefan Wallstad on his last actually tried a half rock double off the side, but ended up nosing the rock and gave Nick a pretty easy hit for two to open it up.
And then we go to the third end. This was an interesting end, and it ended up being a hit for two, but there was a question about whether or not.
Yeah, the biters around the outside, they weren't sure who had the bigger biter, so they ended up measuring, but it ended up being two.
And to the fifth end.
And this would have been much more difficult had Stefan Wallstad nosed on his last one, but ended up rolling a little bit to the right as we look at it, opening up the outturn draw for Nicholas Edin. This is a beautiful spot in the ice right here, the way the rocks finish, and no problem at all. And that ties up the game. Good.
Welcome back here to show you some highlights from the second half of our game here in the seventh end. Sweden had racked on a guard and left this easy, actually tapped this in to leave this hit for Norway and a hit for two. And then over in the eighth end, big draw for three by Nicholas Edin. After Stefan Wallstad missed a run back attempt to try to eliminate a couple of stones. Nicholas makes the draw here for 3 points and the 2-point lead going into the ninth end, which ended up being an easy blank. So we take you here to the 10th. Really interesting end here. And another miss by Nicholas Edin leads to this open draw for Stefan Wallstad and Team Norway to take 3 points and the win and remain undefeated here at the Men's World Championship. An interview with Stefan Wallstad.
Stefan Wallstad, what a curling game. I have to ask you, Jill and I were talking in the booth, blanking 9, and saving the 2 down going home with hammer. Tell me about that a little bit. Is that a strategy you use all the time, and why?
Well, we thought that would give us the best chances. Like, we don't think we steal on Nicholas a whole lot of times, and the way the game was moving, it seemed like if we played a really good end and got lucky, then maybe we got a shot for 3. So, yeah.
You know, that was a really good bounce back, I thought. In the sixth end, you had an in-turn nose for, I don't know how many, 4 or 5, a whole bunch.
Yeah.
But then you were able to bounce back after that. Yeah. I want to talk to you a little bit about the bounce back personally after missing a chance to really put the game away, but then you still end up winning.
Yeah, no, I have to compliment my teammates. They told me I threw it good. I was just a second heavy, and that way it didn't curl. So just trying to correct on that and, yeah, move ahead.
So after a big win like that, I want to ask you just your feelings, because beating Nicholas and 2 down coming home, that has to just drive your team forward.
Yeah, it's really good. And to be honest, we got a lot of mistakes from them that we don't usually get. So, and it was kind of a messy game, but it's really good to come out on top.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Jävligt svår ut. Och Allen. Ja.